Hello and welcome to Youth in Mind Talks, our Voices for Hope series.
In this series you'll be hearing about some of the amazing resilience shown by younger people and the professionals that work with them in this time of unprecedented global crisis. From online festivals to peer support projects, this series proves to be both thought-provoking and inspirational.
Our Voices for Hope will include conversations from young people, from sector leaders, so from the voluntary sector, and also from leading researchers. So we have lots of voices engaged in this series.
So I think that's enough from us. Let's get on with the series. We hope you really enjoy it. Please do engage with us using the hashtag YouthInMindTalksOxford.
Hi, I'm Nikki from SOFEA. I'm the therapeutic team lead and I'm here today with Sophie. We're going to be talking a little bit about the Understand, Enable, Empower programme that we ran during the pandemic, and a little bit about the impact that it had on our mental health and kind of the hope that it gave us through the pandemic. So yeah. So Soph, let's talk a little bit about you first. What brought you to SOFEA?
Well, I'd finished secondary school, I had then gone on to college, hadn't had the greatest experience, and then was stuck in a place of sort of limbo with nowhere to go, didn't know what to do after that, and was recommended to come to SOFEA.
Amazing. So how long have you been at SOFEA now?
2 years, this will be my third.
Wow, so going into third year.
Yeah.
And tell us a little bit about what you're doing now.
So now I'm doing a Kickstart role where I work within the classroom with one-to-one support, and so like help people that might need the extra help in the classroom, and just talking to them, help them feel comfortable, sort of thing. Yeah.
Amazing. When you first joined SOFEA, so that was only 3 years ago, did you have any sort of idea of where you would like to go with it?
I had no clue. I think I just went to SOFEA with no hopes for anything. I didn't have any hopes for myself, you know what I mean? I just sort of come there because I had nowhere else. And it sure helped.
Sure helped. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So obviously you came on the Understand, Enable, Empower programme. So the Understand, Enable, Empower programme we ran in the first pandemic, and it was initially an 8-week programme, and the aim of that was to get together a group of young people to talk kind of all things mental health, so not only to benefit our own mental health but to kind of advocate positive mental health in the community. Some of the things we covered were like managing and understanding our anxieties, building confidence and resilience. What else did we do? Leadership skills. We did a session on diversity and differentiation, and we're currently in the second cohort of it now, which you've been helping to lead as well, haven't you?
Yeah.
Amazing. So in terms of Understand, Enable, Empower, what do you feel you got out of it?
I got a better understanding of my own mental health, and it helped me to feel less alone with what I was feeling, sort of thing, and helped me sort of start the conversation as well, like just being able to speak to people and hear that back, that other people get anxious, because you can be told somebody else is anxious, but it's different when you experience it and you can see it's a genuine, that person's experiencing it as well.
Yeah.
It's like a different level of connecting sort of way. Yeah.
I remember kind of being there, and actually the level of like vulnerability that we had in the room was really nice. And I remember one of the sessions you had said, it's so nice not to feel judged, so I can just admit that I have anxiety and that's okay, and I know other people do as well.
Yeah, I think just because it was an uncomfortable topic to talk about for me, and then just having that space, it just shocked me almost about how comfortable I could feel talking about something I'd never ever want to speak about, but struggled so much with. Yeah.
So obviously we did it like smack bang in the middle of the pandemic, didn't we?
Yeah.
what was, how did you find that? Because obviously, I think outside the pandemic it would have been great, but what was your experience of it, doing it in a lockdown?
Yeah, I think, first of all, just going to any space where there was people in that time was a hard thing for me. Anxiety aside, just to do with COVID, I was a bit uncomfortable doing it. But then, once it was sort of settled in, then it was more comfortable, and it actually felt really good to actually be outside, outside my house, with real people, not on a laptop. It's just a complete different way of doing something.
Yeah.
It's just so much more beneficial.
Yeah, I agree. I think it, like, just having that space, like you say, face to face in the pandemic, and I didn't actually think it was going to be possible, so the fact we could was really nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was really good. I think it was needed.
It was needed, yeah.
Like
connectivity is important, isn't it? Amazing.
It was.
So thinking about your experiences of obviously doing Understand, Enable, Empower, and kind of going through SOFEA, you're in your third year now, you're now a member of staff. Through those experiences and thinking about your mental health, what have you learnt about yourself, do you think?
I would say I've learned that I am more than my anxious thoughts, and more than what they're telling me I am. And that I can speak about it, and it is going to help me to speak about it. And that it is something that quite a few people go through. It's just something that's unfortunately quite hard for some people to talk about, which makes it a bit more difficult. But I've learned that I can speak about it, and it might be awkward, but it's definitely better for me too.
Absolutely. I think that's really important. Like, it might be awkward, it might be really hard, and it's not necessarily going to be like the easiest thing to do, but actually in the long run, for you as an individual, it has been a good thing.
I think it was just being able to have that space to get out of that comfort zone as well, because it was a big thing for me to do that sort of thing, just speak about it. But then I never knew how much it would help, to be honest.
Absolutely.
I didn't expect what I'd get from it. I think that was a good thing to go in without any expectations. I just didn't go with any. I just went along.
What will be will be.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Thanks for listening and joining in with this series. We do hope you've enjoyed it.